it's really a lot of fun to work with the shapes. But as your fractions get more complicated, you can actually figure out equivalent fractions because you've learned your multiplication and division tables. What happens to our numbers is this. 1/2 can be multiplied by a number that will give you an equivalent fraction. In this case, we multiplied the top number by 3. 1 times 3 is 3. And used it again. 3 times 2 gives us 6. In this case, we multiplied both the top and the bottom by 2 this time. 2 times 1 equals 2. 2 times 2 equaled 4. Let's get down to this one. What did we multiply 1 by to get a 2? 1 times 2 is 2. So we used it again. 2 times 3 is 6. Whatever you multiply the numerator by, you also have to use it again to multiply for the denominator. So let's just take two numbers that I'll just take my cards. Here's an 8 and a 6. Let's say we have 6/8. That would be the size of the pink ones. We'll have 6 of those. You can take any number that you want to, maybe times 5. Let's multiply both the top and the bottom by 5 and we'll get an equivalent fraction. 5 times 6 is 30 and 5 times 8 is 40. The fraction 6/8 is the same thing as saying 30/40. It's just that there are more cuts in 40. So you're taking this size piece and making them smaller and smaller and smaller for every single part of the eighths. The whole circle, all the 8 parts, were chopped into smaller pieces. So when you got all done, your pieces are like a sliver almost. There are 40 of them. So if somebody says, "Oh, too much cake, just give me a sliver," they really are telling you to take the size of the normal piece that you're giving to everybody else and make that a smaller fraction. Smaller fractions have bigger numbers, though, on the bottom. We could take this same fraction, 6/8, and multiply it by maybe 3 this time. If we went 3 times 6, we would get 18. 3 times 8 is 24. So 6/8 could also be called 18/24. So we have a lot of equivalent fractions here. 6/8 could be 30/40, or it could be 18/24. It's all in the multiplication. Whatever you use to multiply the top number by, you have to use it again for the bottom number.